What's up, everyone?
My name is Connor,
I'm David.
and this is a little bit of a vlog for the people we know back home. So, David had the idea of doing a vlog for his friends for them to keep up with what is going on at college.
It's actually their idea.
It was their
It was
idea.
their idea.
It was their idea, and I kind of just placed myself in the midst of it.
Yeah.
So, this is our first video.
It's technically our second.
Technically, our second video. We made one video before this, and
It was 22 minutes long,
that's right.
and it took 24 hours to get 75% uploaded on YouTube, and then just stopped for another 24 hours. So we're gonna try it again and try to keep it about 10 minutes long. So hopefully it'll upload.
Yeah, we'll do our best in trying to keep it short.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is our first video talking about our first week in college. So, our first week was on the Assumption of Mary. Our first day, actually, our first day at college at Truman was on the Assumption of Mary. Didn't really, I can't, honestly, I can't remember that much about it.
All right, so for the first 5 or so days of Truman, for freshmen, they have what's called Truman Days. It counts as a 1 credit hour class, but with that you have a whole bunch of workshops and mandatory meetings and stuff you have to go to all week. I had to take a test on Sunday morning. You had to fill out tons of stuff online. It just wasn't really fun. The whole idea was really to get you used to the campus, which is a good idea, but also just get you involved with a lot of people, like your floor, your hall, just other people on Truman. Which is just kind of annoying because I had other stuff I wanted to do. The Newman Center, a lot of the upperclassmen came and just were here hanging out. So if any freshmen wanted to come, they could get them involved in stuff.
Right, and yeah, so I missed the Holy Day of Obligation because of a class that I had to go to. It was a federal class you had to take if you wanted to graduate from Truman eventually. So I had to be at the class, so I missed the Assumption of Mary. But luckily, I went to confession the next 2 days, so it was pretty good. So there wasn't really that much on Wednesday. Just a lot of
boring stuff. As soon as everything was over, I came over to the Newman Center and met this guy.
That's right.
Sock wrestling with some of the other Newman people. He's undefeated.
Undefeated so far. The record's undefeated. A few blisters here and there, but overall, been holding my ground here. So
yeah.
Thursday, what happened Thursday? We got
more classes.
More classes. I'm still having tough time.
Really, nothing interesting really happened.
Listening
at Truman.
Remembering anything.
What did we do at Newman? Did we play
Thursday
indoor soccer then?
Was that Friday? Thursday?
No, Friday was coffee. No, Friday was not coffee. That was
this week.
Yeah. It might have been indoor soccer.
Okay, so we'll just say it because I can't remember. We played indoor table soccer. So basically, we used the large room in the Newman Center for soccer. So we set up these 2 round tables, and we all took off our shoes and played in our socks and had this really really light ball. Because if we use a real soccer ball, it actually get pretty dangerous.
I got you in the head 5 times.
Yeah, so it's like this balloon ball or whatever. And then theirs wasn't much on Thursday either. It was more so I guess the first week was more hanging out, trying to figure out where you fit in.
Yeah, but like I said, that's kind of annoying because I don't really like my floor. A lot of the people are just people I would never connect with very well. Yeah, that's pretty much they wanted you to connect with the people
on your
around.
floor,
yeah.
On your dorm.
But
floor,
I didn't.
Yeah.
I just wanted to hang out at the Newman Center, but they were like, no, you can't really do that. So
yeah, so it was kind of they were just trying to force you into friendships, which was. I mean, you have to break the ice.
Yeah,
but it was just we're gonna be here anyways, at the Newman all the time.
It wouldn't have mattered if I did connect with them. I would be here anyway.
Yeah, and I met some good people on my floor, so there was some pretty nice people on my floor that I met and got to know over the course of this next week. So we're talking about our first week right now. And so the Friday,
Just more boring stuff.
more boring stuff.
Ridiculous relays happened.
Oh yeah, ridiculous relay. So we had the College Cup, which is
Just all the dorms basically competing against each other. You have ridiculous relays, which is just ridiculous relay races. Me and Connor, we were both in it. We were in the same dorm. So we were representing our dorm. And our dorm actually won the ridiculous relays. I think, was it Sunday? I think it was Saturday night. They had a big show thing, which is also kind of for the College Cup.
yeah, that was in the sorry, they're looking at me from out there. So yeah, so we had this. There was like a show about I don't even remember.
It was just college stuff.
It was just a bunch of It was called like, was it Montage?
No, that was something super
okay.
stupid.
So Montage Friday?
Probably. That was so stupid.
Montage
I did not want to go.
It was basically about
Well, the first half was just a bunch of like people who made weird vlogs to themselves, and mostly it was about people like saying like super distressed and like crying over like their grades or their classes or stuff. And then they fast forward like later, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so happy I got through all this. Like I'm graduating." But it was like so stupid.
yeah.
And they had a very.
It was run by the Cultural Club, which was a little odd because it did this like slam poetry at the end, and it was interesting. But
No, then we're talking about like the play that they put on afterwards.
oh yeah, and then they did this like skit. Are you talking about Montage, or now you're talking about the Greatest Show?
No, the montage.
So yeah, Montage, the play was like they did like this little. They had a bunch of
Diversity skit, which
diversity skits and that's the slam poetry.
Yeah.
It was like a little slam poetry thing, and
I was so bored.
And
Anyway, we
yeah.
should probably
So
try to keep
we
going
got
a little faster.
all right. So also okay, so Saturday.
Saturday, nothing much. I was just working on the online workshops I had to do. We had for the College Cup the big show, which I actually liked. Our dorms, Moe's, I liked the skit pretty well. That moose guy running back and forth.
Our dorm.
Yeah, he was kind of funny. And then this guy Ben, who I think he lives in Moe. I don't know which floor, but he did push-ups to "We Will Rock You." So he just like we will rock you, and he said for practice he had to do that over and over again, and he said over 100 push-ups easily.
Wow.
But he said his like arms were fried afterwards. But I thought that was pretty funny. Overall, though, I think we just went over to Newman afterwards.
Yeah, I mean we spent pretty much.
This is like my home.
Yeah.
If I could like roll out a sleeping bag here, I would sleep here.
I would pay rent here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So that's Saturday, and then Sunday. Okay. So should we stop here? That's Saturday.
We should stop after Sunday because that's like the end of.
Or
Truman
after
days.
Sunday, or at Sunday.
After Sunday. Sunday, I don't think we did much.
So should we start our next vlog on Sunday?
I think we should start first day of classes.
Okay. Sunday we went to mass.
I went at 7.
I also,
You went
yeah.
at
So
11.
okay, so he went. So we only have 2 masses at the Newman Center at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. And these
Which is
masses.
also the code to the door.
Now everyone on YouTube knows the code. So
They won't be able to open up the door. It's such a finicky door anyway.
yeah. So okay. Well, if they do, we're gonna have an issue. So yeah. So basically, yeah, I went to 11 a.m. He went to 7 p.m. and there were a lot of people at 11 a.m. mass, and they all participated a lot because it was 11 o'clock in the afternoon and no one was asleep anymore. And it was good. It was good music. It was very traditional music. And 7 p.m. mass, I wasn't there.
7 p.m. It's more of a youth mass. I personally don't like so much the way that they do it. Like for you St. Clement people, I used to like the way Kyle does it, and he's got some pretty like cool songs, and he like kind of plays through most of the songs. For us though, there's just like not a lot of people, and we're kind of stuck in that like idea like let's say mass, get it done, and let people get out. So our mass is only like 45 minutes, and a lot of the music people kind of cut songs short. They'll literally just sing from when Father starts walking to when he like gets up to the altar and then stop. I personally would like to see the music go a little bit longer, but it's still pretty good. I started playing next week. You'll find out. I played at the 7 o'clock mass, and so I'm going to try to get more involved with that and try to see if we can make the songs go a little longer. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Not a lot happened.
It's Truman Days, so it was basically their way of running it. We had a set schedule every single day.
Yeah.
And there wasn't anything too exciting to talk about other than being at the Newman. So,
I think we're gonna end that
that's right
here so that we can get this uploaded. And tomorrow we'll try to catch you up on what happened first week of classes.
That's right. We'll see you guys.
See you later.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.